Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video today. It's a very exciting video. We are at the Munich car show and I'm gonna show you all the details of the all new Mercedes EQE that's had its world premiere here. So the car has just been launched and this is it. Just look at this. This is similar to the EQS. If we call the EQS the electric S-Class, I'm sure a lot of people call this an electric E-Class, but in terms of dimensions, this is bigger than the E-Class. Also, this is more comparable to the CLS if we compare it just with the dimensions. This car has more room actually than the E-Class. And well, yeah, let's start with the design. So this car in our video has got the nice digital lights. So let's see this cool pattern here on the front, the black panel. So instead of the grille, we have the panel. And with AMG Line, which this car does have, you have this star pattern. Of course, there are a bunch of sensors and radars integrated here, as this car is packed with technology. So the lights, they have different shape compared to the ones on the EQS. I actually prefer this design overall. We have the digital lights on this model, and on the standard version, you would get the standard LED lights. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this spec. And overall of this car, I am actually a huge fan of it. I loved the photos, but in person even more. I love this aggressive front styling. Let's check out the specs. So this car is launched as an EQE 350, electric motor, 292 horsepower. This is the range, so it says here 611, but I've heard that actually official numbers say 660. So let's see this when it comes on a test. 565 Newton meters of torque. This is the model in our video. You have the paint, graphite gray magno manufacture. Look at this gorgeous paint. We have the 21-inch AMG multi-spoke light alloy wheels. Now this is the future of alloy wheels. Look at this. This is all very aerodynamic, of course. Since this is an EV, aerodynamic is very, very important indeed. Technical data. Let's see this. This is the performance and engine specs. Battery capacity is 90.5 kilowatt hours. Electric range, well, yes, here it says 611. Transmission, of course, we have the automatic transmission, and this is the rear wheel drive. So the electric motor is at the rear axle, but of course there will be other models, including the Firmatic models with all-wheel drive. Battery and charging, maximum charging power DC 170 kilowatts. And dimensions, you see the length, pretty nice, 4 meters 95. And yeah, well, this is the weight. Equipment, so let's check out the equipment. This is what you get as a standard. MBUX, pre-safe, window bags, LED lights, as I said, are standard. This one has the digital lights, MBUX Hyperscreen, which I'll show you in a moment. This is really impressive. Burmester sound system, radiator grille with Mercedes-Benz pattern. So those are the star patterns which I showed you. Ambient lighting, and well, yeah, premium plus package. So that's it. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts on this. And now let's check out the side profile. This is the side profile. I mean, doesn't it look gorgeous? Look at the lines, coupe style of the roof. Overall, once again, I'm a big fan of this car. Tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Now let's check this out. Cool feature. You may think that this is the charging port or something like that. It's not. This is where you would put your washer fluid. So yeah, quite cool. EQE lettering. We have the gloss black elements throughout the whole car that really suit this color. Aerodynamic door handles, of course, they pop out when you need to enter the car. Look at this coupe style here at the rear, really looking gorgeous. And at the rear we have the connected LED lights, something that we saw on other EQ models as well. And now let me show you the trunk. So in order to access it, you just need to do this. And here we are greeted with 430 liters of storage room and space. So yeah, quite nice. You have this net here. Additional room is here, probably for your cables. And well, yeah, this is the view. So not as big, of course, as the EQS, but then again, this is much smaller car. And in order to close it, you just need to press this. We have the brake light integrated here into this rear tailgate. And well, yeah, I do love this spoiler. Looks quite nice. And now it is time to explore the interior. And while we wait for our seat, let's mention that this car also has the rear axle steering. Okay, and these are the nice door handles. So let's enter the car. Of course, we have the frameless doors. Look at the materials here. The attention to detail is crazy. We have the ambient lights. This is all in Alcantara. Here we are greeted with the Mercedes-Benz lettering. And now let's step inside and see this from driver's perspective. So we can close the doors. We have the soft close. But yeah, this is it. Let's change the view. You see it, we have the Hyperscreen as you saw on the specs. And let's change the view back to the standard one. This is the AMG steering wheel with its beautiful buttons and layout here. I am a big fan of that one. In order to change the seat, you just do this. And this is the main touchscreen, a huge screen. So the Hyperscreen goes all the way from one pillar to another. The home screen is here, and when you press this, you go into the functions. They're all really easy and accessible, so zero layer, because immediately you can, have everything in front of you. You also have the passenger screen. You can turn it on by just pressing this, and now the passenger can do whatever he wants. So yeah, the apps, let's see the infotainment system. We have the Mercedes Me app, so throughout your phone you can see various information about your car. Moving on, Mercedes store. Here is where you would be able to purchase additional extras for your car after you bought it. Comfort. Here is where you have the ambient lights. Look at the ambient lights, probably the most impressive ambient lights ever. You can configure the colors here. So now we are changing. This is the individual color. So you change the color individually. You can also go for the preset options. And those preset options have few colors, and then you have something illuminated in different color. But let's actually change the brightness to maximum, and now you will see it better. So yeah, now look at this, the nice blue lights, ultramarine. This is pretty nice, also with the purple here and then bluish on the side. You also have this here on your left. Let's go back to the main home screen. This is the settings here for the car. Let's actually turn on the English. Now the system is changing the language. Back to the main home screen. So once again, zero layer. Everything is one button away from you. This car also has a bunch of safety systems. Configure them here. Active distance assist, active steering assist, lane assist, and then you configure those systems while you drive, but I of course suggest keeping them on all the time. Vehicle settings are here. You can of course change the driving modes. In this dynamic select you can put on the individual mode. So now you configure the drive, the suspension. So you see here we can put it to sport, for example, and the steering. So those are the options. Lights. This car has the optional digital lights, impressive technology from Mercedes. You have projections. Let's go back, press back. You see that this is the main home screen, but the navigation screen is always on down there. And in order to change the AC, it's really easy. And now look at this. When you go and put the lower temperature, this illuminates blue. If you want to put a higher temperature, this will illuminate in red. So quite cool. Of course, you can change the air blower. You just press this. And among the best touchscreen AC controls that I've seen. So usually the touchscreen AC doesn't work that well, but here it's really good. climate menu. Just press this, you go into the menu for the climate. You can change the seats and the settings, second row of seats, air quality, pre-entry climate also available as well, maximum blow, defrost, stuff like that. Automatic AC is here, so all with just one touch of a button. That is really good. Moving on, let's see this main console. This is in Alcantara. You have huge amount of storage room down there. I don't know if camera is catching it, but here you have the wireless charger. Push this, you get cup holders, 2 USB-C ports, and well, yeah, this panel here has some additional shortcuts. You press this EQ, now you see battery, your charge, stuff like that, range, consumption. Of course, the vehicle would need to be turned on for that. This is the driving mode and driving systems configuration. It's easy once again to access it. Start stop button, sensor for the fingerprint, volume adjustment and mute. Let's check this out. 2 USB-C ports are hidden here. Look at the ambient lights within the seats. Now in front of the driver there is a digital cockpit and you control it with this button here. You have a bunch of options here in terms of views. Assistance view, you can have the navigation view with the big navigation screen in front of you. If you go back, we have the classic view here, sport view, and understated. The understated is really cool because it's so relaxing. So let's go back. Tell me in the comments which screen is your favorite. I actually prefer the sport one. And if we go back to home screen, you see that here we have a bunch of settings for the head-up display, which uses the augmented reality. And let's check out the space at the back. Frameless doors, nice pattern here with Alcantara, lovely ambient lights. This is the rear of the car, flat bottom here, and I think the front seat is moved a lot upwards, but yeah, I have a lot of room right now. Let's close the doors. This is the view on the MBUX Hyperscreen. Looks as impressive as it looks from the front row. And yeah, well, this is it. We have the AC controls in here. In the middle you have the armrest with the pencil holder, combination of Alcantara and leather. We have a nice red seat belts. Let me show you the situation for my head. This is it, panoramic roof on this car. Still, you know, some room here. I'm 1.87 m, and then for my knees, but then again, this front seat is adjusted to you know, not my driving position. And I'm 1.87 m if you don't follow me regularly. So but I think, you know, you can be comfortable here with 1.87 m without any problems. And it's good that I also have room here for my head. And that was it, the new Mercedes EQE. Once again, I'm a huge fan of it. If I were to buy an EV, probably this would be on the short list. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel as there are many more car reviews coming. As you can see, we have a bunch of new cars here at the Mercedes stand. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.